Hey guys, how's it going? Brandon here and welcome back you guys to another Pokemon Team Builder. We are here continuing on our Generation 3 Reimagined, Remastered Team Builders with, of course, Mudkip, Marshtomp and Swampert, the one that you guys asked for next after we've already done Sceptile. Before we get any Team Builder underway, of course, quick disclaimer, just say this is opinion based. If you want to change anything about the teams, then go ahead and do so. Things to keep in mind about these Team Builders: we do not use version exclusives. Across all three teams, I do not duplicate Pokemon. So there's one that you think should be in here and there isn't, make sure to check out the Sceptile Team Builder and obviously wait around for the Blaziken one that's coming on very soon after this one, just to double check that there's no mons in there that you think should be in here. But of course, if you want to go ahead and use them, by all means go ahead and do so, but definitely make sure to let me know in the comment section below on what teams you guys do use. Of course, remember the physical special split, it's Generation 3, which means it's based on typing, not the actual moves themselves, so keep that in mind. Obviously we'll go over certain things as the games go on, but with that being said, you guys, let's get into this. First up on the team then, you guys, of course, we have our starter, which in this case is going to be Swampert, arguably one of the best starters to use in Generation 3, simply because of its one weakness to grass and none of the gyms or Elite Four members being primarily grass types. The only real big problems you run into when running through the game with Swampert is the second battle with May on your way to Marvel, and then maybe if you're trying to use Swampert late game against things like Sydney's Cacturne or Shiftry, which by the end of the game you should have enough members to be able to deal with those respectively. Swampert's just amazing going through these games. He can literally go through the entire game by himself. I think the Speed 1 world record is literally soloing the game with a Swampert. It's just that good. Surf, Earthquake, Ice Beam, Brick Break, so I've gone with a mixed attacking Swampert. Gone with the Quiet Nature, so not lowering any of those defenses or attacks, but lowering the speed, 'cause it's base 60. Again, in-game speed really does come down to many different factors to do with level, IVs, EVs, stuff that really is out of your control in-game, so it's not a big thing that gets hindered by it. We've gone for the up special attack because we've got Ice Beam and Surf that are special, so boost it up. Its base 85 is decent, but we want to push that up a little bit more. Base 110 attack means Earthquake and Brick Breaker are going to do a lot of damage no matter what. Earthquake specifically being Stab as well is going to hit really, really hard and do a lot of damage. It's a really fantastic mon. There's a reason why it's renowned as being one of the best starters. All Gen 3 starters have been renowned for being very well-rounded and very good. It's probably one of the strongest generations in terms of its starters. Fantastic team member, of course. It's our starter. It is Swampert. On to Pokemon number 2 then, you guys, and we have our regional bird for Hoenn. Of course, it is Swell. Now, first glance, don't let those stats and those red fool you. This thing is exceptional in-game and will do just the job that it's meant to do. Of course, when you do think of the regional bird, you've got things like Staraptor to live up to, but this thing does exactly what it needs to do. It hits hard with its base 85 physical attack, boosted by the adamant nature, of course, to make it even higher, and base 125 speed. It will outspeed absolutely everything in this game that it needs to. Return, Fly, Steel Wing, Aerial Ace. I've done with Fly and Aerial Ace simply because Aerial Ace can't miss. Fly is a 2-turn move, and I know people like to have Fly on the team. I get comments all the time. There's no Flyer, there's no Flyer, there's no Flyer. If there's no Flyer on the team, use a HM Slave. I put it in there this time because, again, coverage is very sparse in Generation 3 with only one-use TMs. Return, it's over base 100 stab normal type move once Happiness is at full, which you get this thing really early, which means Happiness is going to grow and grow and grow because you get it literally before the first gym, before Beltway Woods. It's going to do an amazing job in the second gym as well. It's literally going to get you through that gym, while Swampert carries you through the first and third and fourth and fifth and etc, etc, etc. You guys know what I mean? And it covers the grass type weakness. Again, we've got the grass type weakness with Swampert, our second team member, which we get literally an hour into the game, probably not even that, and its weakness is already covered by its flying type. So the synergy between these two works perfectly. It's a brilliant team member. Give Swellow a go if you haven't before. It's our second team member. It is Swellow. On to Pokemon number 3 then, you guys, and we have one of my personal favourites to come out of Gen 3 period. We have Manectric. Anyone that knows me knows that I absolutely love this thing. I always have and I always will. Its colour scheme, its design, it's a very good doggo, and it will always be one of my favourites. In terms of going through the games, it's a water region. Having electric type is very nice, and it does exactly what it needs to do. Modest nature to boost up that 105 special attack, lower that physical attack because Bite is special in this generation. In terms of coverage is where it does lack. It wasn't until later generations where it could learn things like Overheat and Flamethrower. If it was in this generation, I would 100% give this thing Overheat instead of Thunderwave. We've gone with Thunderbolt, Bite, Thunderwave, Shockwave. Bite is special, like I said, bit of dark coverage. Thunderbolt and Shockwave. Shockwave is there again, it can't miss, and you get it quite early on because beating the 3rd gym. Thunderbolt's there, PP, hard hitting move. Thunderwave, just in case you do need to slow anything down for maybe Swampert to come in and be able to outspeed and hit really hard with like an Earthquake or something. But again, looking at weaknesses, this thing's only weak to ground. We have a flying type. You've got something weak to grass at the top. I know electric weak grass, but we've got Swell there. Needs to watch out for electric type attacks. We have a ground type and electric type. So again, the synergy between the first 3 members is really good. You get Minitric really early on, just after the 2nd gym. You can actually get it before the 2nd gym, funny enough, if you want to use it, because you just go to Slateport and then go up and go into the grass. So again, Mons really early on, work well synergy-wise, allowing you to get through the game with a nice steady pace, not 2 members too quickly, and just really allowing the flow of the team to work. It's a fantastic team member. Please give Minitric if you haven't already, because again, like I said, it's one of my favourites. I will always use it for Generation 3 if I can. It's a fantastic team member. It's Minitric. Pokemon number 4 then, you guys, and you probably saw it coming. It's always here. I'll always defend this thing with my heart and honour. It is Torquel. It's the best fire type in the game other than Blaziken, because it's not part ground type. This thing's underrated. Always will say this thing is underrated. It does exactly what it needs to do for a fire type. In a water region, you probably wouldn't think this thing's there, but it does. It does what it needs to do. I've gone with Quiet Nature again on this one. Up that special attack, up those fire type moves, up that flamethrower, up that overheat, body slam, and sludge bomb, just a bit of the coverage. There's no poison type on the team that I can remember. So sludge bomb, bit of coverage, why not? Body slam, chance for a para. Again, this thing's really slow. We're not going to be worrying about. Quiet Nature is literally perfect for this thing. It's never going to outspeed anything. Even if you give it a Jolly or Timid Nature, it's still not going to outspeed anything because it's got base 20 speed. So you might as well just boost up something else. Really nice defenses, really nice HP. You guys know how much Flannery's Torquel can be a pain in the ass. Make sure yours is a pain in the ass. Use it to your advantage. Use its defenses, but make it hit really hard. It's got base 140 physical defense. That's mental. That's a lot. It can take a physical hit really well. So use it. It's a fantastic team member. Please give Torquel a go. If you want to use Camerupt instead, go ahead and do so. But you just remembering you're going to have that dual ground typing with Swampert up there as well. If you want to change it up something like Ninetales as well a bit later on, it's up to you. My problem with Ninetales is that I feel like you get it a little bit too late, in my opinion, for a fire type. But again, personal preference, up to you. You do whatever you want. It's a free country after all. But yeah, fantastic team member. Give Torquel a go if you haven't already. It's our 4th team member. It's Torquel. On to Pokemon number 5 then, you guys, and we have Heracross, a mon that I have used in the past in different team builders, but never, I didn't put it in any of the Gen 3 team builders, so when revamping this, I was like, you know what, let's give Heracross a go. Oh, this thing is so good. I forgot how good this thing is. Mega Horn, Brick Break, Earthquake, Strength. Brick Break you learn via level up. Earthquake is the TM. Swampert learns Earthquake via level up. Mega Horn, I think, level 1 move, so just get a Heart Scale move relearner, obviously Strength, hard hitting, normal type move, always nice there. Adamant Nature, you can go for a Jolly if you really want to, but I found that base 85 speed is enough that it's not really an issue, that you will still outspeed things. This thing hits so hard. Sydney just dies. Like, Sydney, you lead Heracross and you just win. Like, 100%. Like, if you want to switch out because of Intimidate from, like, Mighty Yenas and stuff, like, late game, this thing does so much damage to different things. It's actually insane. Again, Glacier just dies. You just brick break everything. You literally just brick break a Mega Horn, the 1st and the 3rd Elite Four members, and it's just funny. You just do so much damage. If you're facing Steven, again, Steel types really don't like brick break and Earthquake. So yeah, this thing's just stupid good. And I completely forgot how good it was, and I picked it up again. I was like, let's give Heracross a go. And I got to the end game, I think after the Elite Four, it was my highest level member because I used it the most throughout the Elite Four. Everyone was at the same level. Heracross got the most levels throughout because it just goes through everything. It's so good. Please give it a go if you haven't already. It's our 5th team member. It is Heracross. And on to our final team member then, you guys. Probably a little shock for some of you. We have Glalie. This thing's underrated. 80 across the board is really nice. Again, if it was about 85, I'd be really happy. This thing would definitely be in a lot more teams. Pure Ice type is really nice because of Drake. Drake can actually be a real big problem to some people. Having that Ice type is really nice. Again, covering the grass weakness of Swampert as well. It's just a really cool mon. It gets really a nice load of coverage. It lends Ice Beam via level up, which is really nice. It gets Crunch via level up, which is really nice again for things like the 7th Gym. You can use this thing against 7th Gym, just crunch away at anything while clicking Surf with Swampert. Make things really nice, get rid of those grass types of Ice Beam. Toxic's nice for things like if you're going against Wallace and then my low tick. This thing can Toxic things like that. Water Pulse, again, nice bit of coverage. You're weak to fire. Having Water Pulse is going to be nice if you come up against any fire types while your Glalie out. It's just, again, nice coverage. Chance to confuse, base 60 move. It's not terrible. Again, modest nature to boost up that special attack. Boosting up Crunch, Water Pulse, and Ice Beam because they're all special in this generation. It's just a very good mon. It's very standard. Some people will go back and forth between it. I like it. I like its design. I think it's Mega later on. I know we're not doing Megas in this game, so Gen 3, but it's Mega is one of the weirdest and funniest and quirkiest things to use if you ever use it in game as well. It's really funny because you just click Explosion on everything. But yeah, it's definitely an out there pick, but again, try not to use duplicate mons. I saw it and I was like, you know what, let's pick it up, give it a go. It didn't disappoint. It does what it says on the tin. Really nice stats. Evolution can be a bit funny, again, depending on what levels you sort of need to get to, but once it's there and it does a job. It's our final team member. It is Glalie. Alright then you guys, so that's going to be it for today's Pokemon team builder based around, of course, Swampert, reimagined for our Generation 3 team builders. Let's quickly go through that team one more time for you. We have Swampert, Swell, Manectric, Torquel, Heracross and Glalie. If you have enjoyed today's team build, definitely make sure to let me know in the comment section below and do me a massive favour by smashing that like button and clicking subscribe. Only 80% of you guys that are watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel, so do me a massive favour and click that subscribe button. We're on the road to 15,000 subscribers, so if you could do me a massive favour and click the subscribe button, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Join the Discord as well for all your team builder needs. We talk about different teams, different aspects, loads of different stuff in the Discord. Everything you need is in the description down below, of course. With that being said, you guys, I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!